Is there anything else that comes to mind that might prevent business owners really understanding this or honing in on this area?
Um, there's a limiting belief of some people as we can't achieve this. Uh,
Right.
uh, as you talk about the integrity timeline, I love that analogy. I probably might need to borrow your slide for something for
Okay.
presentation. It looks really really nice. Uh, and sometimes the business owners, entrepreneurs, usually with the entrepreneurs, what happens? They're so focused on one thing and delivering one thing only. They don't look anything beyond that, and then they start to get that tunnel vision of just so focused on that one thing that they are naive of not looking at how the environment is changing. So if you need to analyze the environment around you, you need to look at what are the other contributing factors which can make that prospect or that purpose more fulfilling for everybody else around you too. So if you take everybody with your journey, on your journey with you, I think that also creates or navigates through that tunnel vision. And that's why you need to have good support from your mentors. And mentors should be able to tell you, like, you need to stop here. You need to just stay back a little bit, refocus your energy, and look at the vision again. Look at that purpose statement again and see whether we are moving into that direction or not. And I think
Mm.
that's alignment needs to happen. And that comes with right mentoring, right guideship, right counseling, and all of that are contributing factor for a successful startup.
Yeah, that's really good. Would there be an example that comes to mind for you in your journey where you have done some of that
Yeah,
you're happy to talk to?
absolutely. What happened? I When we initially designed this whole evacuation, we had another idea about evacuation that it will align with any single fire indicator panel. As you know, the analogy of fire. So fire indicator panel is usually connected with the building. So it connects with all the building systems. And if
Mm.
there is any alarm, it connects through that, and then the alarm goes to the fire or emergency services. So we, in the initial stages, we had an electronic signal coming from this fire indicator panel and talking to our system. And because a lot of there is the fire indicator panels are evolving
Yep.
around the globe. Buildings are becoming bigger. There is not just one FIP is there, and because it's evolving so quickly, that port which we were using, that used to be a printer port. So the port we were using at that time is kind of becoming redundant.
Okay.
And we were so focused on that port that we're going to get the data from that port. And right in the middle of that research and development, we found that the port is not going to be used maybe in 2020, 2025. The new
Hmm.
systems which are coming, they will have the USB ports. Then we have to refocus all of our energy towards from printing port because they got a different modular aligned with the printers to convert that printer port thing into USB.
Right.
And while we were doing, we had focused a lot of our energy on that. And then we had one of our technology partner came in and he said, let's just sit down and revisit our ideas.
Okay.
Don't you think we should have an independent system which is not dependent on any of the fire panels?
Hmm.
It's not dependent on any of the ports. It's not dependent on any of the early warning intercommunication systems. Why can't we have an independent system? And we just host that independent system somewhere else, which is not reliant on the building systems anymore. So we'll have a completely robust real-time system happening in parallel to the building systems, which can communicate. And even the building system communication goes down, we are not affected. And we just sat down and we clapped on that and we said, that's where we need to go. And
Right.
it also comes with that acceptance of accepting your failure. As we tried this, we tried so many times and we failed and failed again. But learning from that failures is also
Mm.
aligns you with a new direction, or aligns your new direction towards a business. So we then came up with this new idea of putting everything into different sort of, we had to rewrite all the processes, because all the processes were dependent on the hardware before. So we had to independently write all the processes for emergency management within this app. I think this was one of the evolutionary time within my business, and that only comes when you're not really have a tunnel vision. You can step back and refocus your energy and rethink, and have that think tank around you to give you that guidance.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.